What's happening? Yeah, what's happening? What's that? That's it, you got it.
All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of What's Happening. This is the somewhat weekly series where I fill you guys in here on the blanks on the YouTube Burndown channel. So today, got some good news. We got some bad news. Well, bad is a relative term. So let's start out with the good news. The good news is War Performance is way too kind to me, so we're going to open this on camera because I feel like there's other stuff in here besides what I tried to order. Anyways, that's besides the point, so thank you very much. The group of War Performance, you guys are awesome. So let's get into this. We'll dig into this. I'll share it with you guys because, like I said, it's a surprise to me. There's, well, my little knife just broke. There's one thing in here that I have a feeling I know what it is. The rest of it, I have no idea. So, oh, all right, got some more soft goods. War Performance t-shirt, thank you very much, guys. Yeah, I wear the crap out of these. I got a couple, so I got to keep a nice one so I'm supposed to look nice, but yeah, mine are getting faded, so thank you very much, guys. So that was the thing I was not expecting. Let's see what this is. Ah, okay, that's pretty slick. So, this, if you guys know what that is, or you do not, this is a fuel pump install kit to go along with my, oh, let's get to these first. War Performance, go check them out. I know I've stated this, but I'll just keep beating you guys up with it. So, they sell performance parts, they have a website, it is user-friendly. The best part about War Performance, if you were watching this video, is they may actually have stuff in stock that other guys do not. So a lot of the popular items that sell out, they stock a lot of stuff over there, so they may actually have it in stock, and you can get your stuff sooner, get your car together, get on the track. You guys know the drill. And these new stickers you guys got are a lot nicer than the original ones you guys had. The original ones weren't so nice, and I was trying to get you to go to my sticker guide, but these are killers. Thank you very much. Last but not least, ta-da! Speaking of things that may be out of stock, fuel pump. So this is, this should be the 450. So here we go, bam, check it out. So the 450 Walbro 450, I have a Hellcat pump in the Twinnebago, which is a little bit of overkill. I had some poor wiring, so initially I bought a 450 for it. I put it in there, and I just didn't have the pressure, and I thought, oh, you know, it must be the pump. Maybe I got a knockoff or whatever. So that is another thing too. They're getting legitimate TI pumps because there are a lot of knockoffs, so you have to be careful with that. So I put it in there, it didn't work, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to the Hellcat pump, right? So I got a Hellcat pump and put it in, and then it still kind of didn't work. Well, I found out it was the wiring, and at that point, the Hellcat pump was already in, and I was like, ah, well, screw it. So I did have a 450 that was legitimately brand new on the shelf, and then a buddy of mine from Greaser Tots Garage one day was talking about turboing his truck, and I'm like, dude, I got pumps on the shelf, whatever I can do to help you out. So it is pretty awesome of them to send me a 450 pump, considering I literally had a brand new one on the shelf, and then I gave it away because that is the best part of hot rodding. Besides going fast, the community that is in and around and surrounds hot rod, of real guys that build stuff, you know, the cars might not look that great, some look phenomenal, but it's a real different level and class of people that I have found, and that is the main thing that I enjoy about hot rodding, honestly. I do like to go fast, don't get me wrong, but it seems like when you're in a pinch and you really need something, and there's always those moments in time when you're like, man, how am I going to pull this off, or how am I going to be able to do this, and, you know, stuff comes together. So thank you very much. Go check out War Performance, and that is my good news, and so thank you. Yeah, so I got extra stuff. This is cool. They know me too well by now because I already had the other one kind of set in place, and then I rinsed it out, and it looked terrible, the filter, and then I already convinced myself that it worked before, so it should be fine. But it is not fine. You should replace it and don't be an idiot. And then now that I have one, I'm actually really excited. So we did not finalize any of the Twinnebago stuff. So I do have the tank kind of set in place, and I got a couple little things done on it, but it is not wired. It is not completely done. So I will pull that all out. We will put the brand new pump in. We will put the brand new filter in, and then we'll take that Hellcat pump and set it on the shelf so I can have an extra for the Malibu. So that was my good news. Thank you very much, you guys. Thank you for the additional surprises. That is very, very cool. So that was my good news. The not so good news is I have elected, with the help of my infinitely smarter than me wife, we were talking the other day, is actually Sunday we went to the Peterson Automotive Museum, which is really cool if you haven't checked that out. But we went down there and I came in Saturday night. I was out here again until like 7 at night working on the Bago. And she was like, do you really need to go to duct tape? You know, so we started talking about it. And I kind of had it. I think she kind of knew that I was getting to the point to where I'm like, I don't know if I can pull it off. And that's the make or break moment for me usually, is I always get to the point with these great schemes. And it's either you just go all in and you get it done, or you just call a spade a spade. Well, at this point, I'd really like to get some seat time and enjoy my car. It literally has cobwebs. Like the next video I make when we go mess with that thing, I'll show you guys. It's terrible. It grew roots. It's sitting in my driveway. And I feel really bad. I went to the local track to get some inspiration. And the Twinnebago, once the fuel tank project is done, I'm going to slap a couple coolers on there, but the thing is pretty much good other than towing. And with that being said, it's like October 1st is duct tape. And I haven't touched my car. I got to pull the whole drivetrain out. We have to go through the transmission. And then the work isn't as much the killer as the cash is. I have to cut and clean the converter because it got the transmission put through it. So I talked to Ryan Jans. He's cool. And he was like, you know, I'll help you get it all done or whatever. And I appreciate it. But I figured by the time I do that, go through a couple things on the engine, put it all back together. I have the expense of doing those things. I got to put a new transmission cooler in it. Everybody says, why don't you flush it? In my opinion, a $50, $60, $80 transmission cooler, whatever that thing costs, is not worth going through the headache of loading your pan full of stuff and hurting your transmission again. So for peace of mind, I'll clean the lines out and we'll put a whole new transmission cooler in there. I'm not going to screw off, and you know, maybe we'll clean that out and I can stuff it on another project. I've got a dirt car project coming up. I don't know if I've shared that with you guys. So it'd be perfect for something like that, but not for what we're trying to do with the boom. We're trying to get that to the next level up so I don't have major issues with it. Anyway, it's a long way to say that I don't have the time or the money right now to go to duct tape, considering I just went to Rocky Mountain Race Week, which was way more expensive than I thought it was going to cost, and then I got hit with a camping trip, which ended up costing a bit more than it probably should to get a motorhome ready to roll. So I'm going to stay home, lick my wounds, put some effort into my car, and then if we can get that thing back on the road, I'd like to start working on the suspension, getting the leave on it, getting the 60-foot dialed in, because I don't have any passes with that car. I was only making like one and done passes at Rocky Mountain Race Week and then stressing on the drive. So I'd like to take it to the track and flog it and actually work on, you know, 60-foot times and all that fun stuff. So we're going to conserve our budget. We'll get the Twinnebago running and driving normal. I'll still continue to play with it because we need to put some coolers and stuff on it. I'll still take it out and we'll mob it all around and make sure the thing runs and drives and works fine. But I don't have to do the back end of it. I don't have to try to do a brake controller and then kill myself trying to get the car buttoned up just to tow it out to the drags. And then technically, I don't want to jinx you guys, but it got rained out twice. It got rained out once when I was there. It got rained out another time. Although it has been dry as all get out, so who knows where the weather's going to be, but I don't know. I'm just going to throw my hands up and give up on that. There are some other events. I don't want to mention anything here because I don't want to get locked in and then have to disappoint and go, oh, you're not going again. But for the major events this year, I feel like, you know, Rocky Mountain Race Week is bucket list stuff. I'm super blessed and happy that I got to go. I feel like we could go back next year and maybe be competitive again, hopefully, if the car stays one piece. So my main focus moving forward is going to be, there's a big car show for Champion Cooling Systems, which I have not registered for, sorry, Mike, because I'm super lazy, but I'm showing up regardless spot or not. We'll just do whatever. I'll bring the car. I know I need to send that email, but I'll be at Champion Cooling Systems car show in October, and then I'm probably just going to bring the boom, I think, in race trim. We'll leave the Bago at home. I still want to make the Bago look awesome. I'd like to take the LS Fest West next year. We're going to roll this whole clown show over there as a package deal to that for sure. Considering, you know, I'm right around the corner from being able to do that with the thing right now. And then there's a race in December in Vegas. It's like the Street Car Nationals or something, super street. Very big. They get all the big names out there, real fast guys. I have a bunch of friends that go out to that. So if the boom is running, maybe we'll drag it out, just have some fun. I know that they will just murder me in my car because it's not fast enough to keep up with all those guys. But racing's racing, and sometimes the stars align, and you know, maybe they do red lights, maybe somebody else breaks, and maybe you can just go rounds just on dumb luck, because I'd rather be lucky than good any day of the week. So maybe we can see if we can kind of get there. But all in all, I just want to take it easy, slow down a little bit, get my foot off the gas. I've been going since beginning of the year. I mean, nights, evenings, weekends, just around the clock. So we're gonna get off the gas a little bit. I've got a go-kart project some of you guys saw were giving me grief over, but I'd like to get that done for my son so he can enjoy and get a little seat time in and get his go-kart going. So I need to do a little more of those things. We'll focus on getting the car back to the local track, start working on that, and then once that thing runs and we kind of get some stuff, fires put out, so to speak, then we can kind of plan our next event. Because as soon as the car runs and is back to normal, then I can finish up whatever little stuff on the Bago, and then now we got peanut butter and jelly, we can put those together and decide where we'd like to go with that. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll get the motorhome back to running, driving with this fuel tank, with my fuel pump. This was kind of the last piece of the puzzle, really. Just got to put a few more hours worth of work in. That thing should fire, move around on its own power. Hopefully the gauge will work. We can fill the tank up. It'll be wonderful. It'll be kind of like a normal vehicle. And then we'll slap some more coolers on it so my brakes don't lock up. Maybe we can go back to Mexico with it just to play around a little bit with that. Consider I'm not going to take it to Arizona because I really wanted to try that in Arizona. And then we'll focus on the boom. See if we can get that thing to do some wheelies. Get it to run A to B and see if we can turn it up local and see what we can do in the 8th mile. And then I got to work on the rest of my safety and get my license. So I think that would be a good endeavor for the end of the year. So get the boom running, get licensed, see if we can work on 60 foots, maybe do some wheelies. Who knows where life's going to take us. But that is it. Big shout out to War Performance. Sorry I'm not going to be able to hang out with you guys in Arizona this year. I wish you all the best. Stay safe. Go fast. Till next time, you guys know what to do. I'm out.